Have you ever faced an authorization error while working with AWS Lambda? It can be incredibly frustrating, especially when you think you have everything set up correctly. If this sounds familiar, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to tackle the not authorized to perform Lambda GetFunction error and show you how to resolve it. I completely understand how annoying it is when you think you've configured everything properly. It can set only to be met with an access denied message. You're definitely not alone in this. Many developers encounter this issue, and it can really throw a wrench in your workflow. Let's dive into the specific situation at hand. One user recently asked, "Why am I getting an access denied error when trying to use Lambda GetFunction?" They shared their IAM policy, which seemed correct, but they were still facing issues. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So, what could be causing this access denied error? Even if your IAM policy appears to allow the action, there could be other factors at play, such as resource level permissions or trust relationships. We'll break it down step by step to help you understand what's going on. And stick around. I've got a crucial tip at the end that will help you avoid these authorization issues in the future. To resolve the access denied issue, the user should first check the IAM policy attached to the Lambda execution role. The current policy allows the action Lambda GetFunction, but may not be sufficient for the specific resource. Next, the user should modify the resource section of the IAM policy. Instead of using an asterisk, which allows access to all resources, specify the exact ARN of the Lambda function that needs to be accessed. Additionally, the user should ensure that the Lambda function's resource policy allows the execution role to invoke it. This can be done by adding a permission statement to the function's resource policy. Finally, the user should test the changes by invoking the Lambda function again. If the permissions are set correctly, the access denied error should no longer appear. Fun fact, did you know that AWS Lambda can automatically scale your applications? But even the best tools can have hiccups, like authorization errors. Let's get you back on track. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution shared by another user addresses the Lambda GetFunction error. They found that the issue was related to the resource line in their IAM policy. Instead of specifying the resource with the ask prefix, they changed it to allow all functions. Let's take a moment to review another user's answer. An alternative solution provided by a user suggests that the permissions for AWS Lambda have been renamed. Instead of using Lambda GetFunction and Lambda GetFunction configuration, you should now use Lambda Invoke Function and Lambda Invoke Function configuration. Here's the tip I promised. Regularly review your IAM policies and trust relationships. Keeping them up to date can save you from future headaches. And there you have it. You should now have a clearer understanding of how to resolve the not authorized to perform Lambda GetFunction error. Remember, keeping your IAM policies and roles in check is key. If you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button for more AWS tips, and don't miss our next video on optimizing your Lambda functions.